Good evening, everybody. Here we are, ready for the reveal show. I see Eric and Shinbone are here early. Good evening, guys. Got quite a bit planned for this evening. Hopefully I'll be able to stay up and do all of it. I've had a little minor issue with my blood sugar today. It's too low. It's been too low most of the day. I don't want to just grab a bunch of sugar and start stuffing a bunch of sugar to make it go back up. I'd rather do it the right way. It's taking a little time. Right now I think I'm doing fine though. Been kind of back and forth. Kind of a seesaw day, going up, going down, going up and going down. Got weather in the area too. Evidently about 25, 30 miles away from here, they're getting some significant flooding. We haven't had that big of an issue with flooding yet today. Not here anyway. In fact, we haven't had any rain here. Not yet. We're like the hull of a donut. We got rain everywhere around us for 50 miles, but we're in a little hole right here. You know, we've talked about it today, my clinical pharmacist and I, that we're gonna go with the project of attempting Ozempic as soon as we can get my A1C measured and get back into a routine. I think my A1C will be below 8, which is extremely good for me. My A1C hasn't been below 8 in probably 5 or 6, 7 years. So we'll see how that works out. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rolls. 9 rolls going to be coming up this evening. Any of you who have been in and around the reveals lately will know that I'm only following the lead by all of you people who wanted to see particular rolls. I got those particular rolls out. You see that the cap on this one says it's a 1960 small date roll, and then that's scratched out and a large date is placed underneath. I want to trust the large date part more because it was corrected. Although I don't know 100% what is in this roll because it's taped shut and I have not been into it. So we're going to take this on a perchance that it is what we think it is. Also going to be taking orders on a 2025 sealed box reveal. Going to be revealing rolls up until we have filled whatever load there is. We're going to be doing this at 125 a coin. We'll be doing attribution of whatever die varieties might be in there, including photography, shipping them, everything else. Shipping on these is going to be $5 a package. It's going to be replacing basically the auction for this week. We're not going to have an auction per se. This is going to be the auction. So I'll come on Tuesday for a while, and we'll work out the loose ends with anything anybody wants to get that has not already been talked about. See, I've got Frank McCain already, Nanostacks. Farm Dog, Brad Anderson, and got Chubby Pop Chaser involved in this one as well. I'll go ahead and get moved over here. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and get these people in. Frank McCain for 3 spots. Nanostacks for 7. And then Southern Coin Hunter mind. I just read his message. He said he's going to have to skip this time. Let's see, Farm Dog for 10. And Brad Anderson for 10. And that is all I have for now. But I'll be sure and watch through the remainder of the afternoon or evening. A lot of stuff happened since I last looked at my email. I've gotten 12 new emails. Let's see here. All right, I'm back. Let's see. Who else do we have here? Tim Weber. We've got Dan McCumber, Farm Dog, Taco John, Ant. See if anybody has said they want in. I don't see. I see Taco John. I see Ant. And Eric has decided he's going to take a few. Oh, you found a 70S small date? Nice. Nice. Is that on the folders I sent to you? Awesome. Very cool. Love it. 70S small date's not that easy to find, as anyone knows who has been looking. Wow, that's really cool, Ant. I want to see a photo of that. That'd be really cool. Even in a brown circulated condition, which I'm not sure what this is, but even in a brown circulated condition, those are a $10 to $15 item. So that paid for itself. All right, let's go ahead and get started. It's 2 minutes after the hour. We got reveals to work on here. Our first one, this 1960D large date plastic tube drills, is reveal number 816. These are going to be $2 per coin. And I'm going to get this one started in 3, 2, 1, go. Number 816. There we go. Chuck Patilla for 2. Then we've got Farm Dog for 1. We've got Taco John for 3. We've got, oops, that's TJ. There we go. I've got Dan McCumber for 2. Brad Anderson for 3. I'm getting used to a new keyboard, so that's what's bugging me. Shinbone for 3. Then we've got Richard for 1. And we have a number of spots left over for anyone who wants to take them. Can't believe a 1960D roll is so empty. This is 1960D, folks. RPM Central. Got 14 spots left empty. Ask you if you still have a smiley on your face. I would think so. Jackalope will take one. Nanostax takes one. Let's see. Roy Wheeler. Brad Anderson will take 2. What's that, Frank Wireless? third coin for Chuck. All right, we'll send an email. We'll get the spots filled in. Still got 4 spots left to fill in on that one. Next roll up, this is another one by request. This is taped shut, so I don't have any indicator as to exactly what's going on inside this roll other than the bottom here, which looks like a couple of little stray marks, but a decent roll all around, I guess. This is reveal number 817, 1966. Plastic tubed roll. There's Doug for 2. I think we might have that one filled now. We do have it filled, Jim and Doug. Thank you, guys. This one's going to be $2 a coin. I'm going to start this one in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we got Chuck Patillo for 1. We got Shinbone for 3. Taco John for 3. Dan McCumber for 2. Brad Anderson for 3. Then we've got Jim Fletcher for 3. Tim Weber for 3. Richard Sappington for 1. Doug Rezak for 2. Frank McCain for 2. Let's see, we do still have a few spots left at the end of this roll. All right, we got Farm Dog in for 1. And still with 3 spots remaining, I'll go on and talk about the next roll. And we'll see how that pans out. This one is also tape shut. It's a 1970S roll. This one I know has been checked for the major double die, but that's all. All the minor double dies and RPMs, no one's ever looked for those in this roll. I know where this one came from, so we don't have to sugarcoat things by saying you're not going to find the FS 101 in here. However, all of the lesser double dies and repunchment marks are extremely possible in this roll. So, that being said, we're going to do this one at $2.50 per coin. And that one is going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we got Shinbone for 3. Jim Fletcher for 3. Taco John for 3. Then we've got Farm Dog for 1. Doug Rezak for 2. Chuck Patillo for 1. Dan McCumber for 2. Brad Anderson for 2. Frank McCain for 2. Richard Sappington for 1. Tim Weber for 1. And we still have some spots at the end of this roll. Let's see, what do we have here? Still got 6 spots empty. Nanostacks will take 1. Thank you, Nanostacks. All right, we'll send out an email for the remainder on that one. Yes, Mickey. All right. Next one. Exciting roll here. This one is a St. Louis Fed Reserve Bank roll of 1972, Philadelphia. 1972 Philadelphia original bank wrap roll. How often do you see those? Well, this one is going to be $2.50 per coin. It is reveal number 819. And I'm going to start this one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, got Dirty Water for 3. This one's going to run out. Chuck Patillo for 2, Shinbone for 3. Farm Dog for 2, Taco John for 3. Jim Fletcher for 3. Tim Weber for 3. Dan for 2. Ant for 3. Nanostacks for 2. Where are we here? We only have 3 remaining, and that's going to be for Brad Anderson. Let's see. Eric, what do you say about selling yours? Okay, Dirty Water out 1 to Frank McCain. Can do that. Eric says he is good, so we're going to move his 3. See, Brad took 3 after Brad was Doug Rezak for 3. And we're still out Roy Wheeler, Kurt Pierce. Oh, Kurt Pierce said he'll retract. Farm Dog said he can give up 1. And Nanastack says take 1. So I've got Doug in. Let's get, see, Frank got 1. Let's take 1 from Farm Dog and give it to Frank. Well, Farm Dog only got 2. So let's see what Nanastack's got. She got 2. 1 is fantastic. Okay. Frank says 1's good enough. And that means we're done. I appreciate it, everybody. Yeah, Farm Dog, Nanostacks, I did not need to take 1 of your 2. So you guys are both good. Alright. So I knew that one would run out. And then our final and last roll for the week is a wheat roll. 1954D. 1954D. Actually somewhat common, however, there are some really nice RPMs to find in 1954D. This is going to be reveal number 820. Reveal 820. It's a 1954D plastic tube roll. This is going to be $3.75 a piece. We're going to start this one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Chuck Patilla for 1, Taco John for 3, Brad Anderson for 3, Shinbone for 3, Dan McCumber for 2, Doug for 2, Jim Fletcher for 3, Roy Wheeler for 1, and we've got Kurt Pierce for 3, Tim Weber for 1, and Frank McCain for 2. Let's see what we have left here. We do have a few left. I'll get Carl in for additionals. I still have 3 spots to sell. If anybody wants to take them now, you may do so. Otherwise, we can move on. There's Farm Dog wants 1. Farm Dog will get 1 of the 3 remaining spots. Have 2 left. Jim Fletcher says he'll take them. All right, I appreciate it, folks. That does it for my rolls. We're going to move over to Eric's sheet. Fill his sheet in. Let's see. Dun 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 dun. Let me put this up, and we'll get to his 2005 original wrapped roll. That's that candy stripe roll at the top there. Then we have a 1956 Philadelphia Megrig tube. Then we have a 1956 Denver Megrig tube. Then a 1961D roll, 1961D plastic tube roll. And that one's at the bottom. So that's what we have. Let's go ahead and get them started. Reveal E473. E473 is the 2005 Philadelphia roll. Those are going to be $2 per coin. I'm going to start this one off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 70S. Dirty Water wants to take 3 of the 70S. Okay, we got Brad Anderson for 3. We got Shinbone. Let's see, hang on a second. Brad Anderson. Then Shinbone for 3. Taco John for 3. We got Farm Dog for 1. Doug Rezak for 2. Got Damn It Cumber for 2. And that's all we got. That's all we've got for this one so far. Anybody else wants to get on this 2005 Philadelphia roll, please let me know. Frank McCain will take 2. Got anybody else before we move on to the next roll? Alright, I'll get us started on the next roll. The next one's going to be E474. That's that 1956 Philadelphia plastic tubed roll up there. These will be $2.50 per coin. I'm going to start this one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see, we got Frank for 2 up there. Got his. Then Matthew Merriman wants 2. Got that in now. Okay, down below, Tim Weber for 1. Then we've got Shinbone for 3. We got Farm Dog for 1. Taco John for 3. Oops. Gotta get used to my keyboard. New keyboard, a really weird thing. You would think it would be like riding a bike, you know. You can ride any bike the same as you could ride any other, but nope. Keyboards change. I see we've got Brad Anderson for 3, Dan McCumber for 2. Jim Fletcher for 3. Doug Rezak for 2. Kurt Pierce for 3. And then we have... Okay, Frank said he wanted 1 and then he backed out. So we've got Matthew for 2. Frank, let me know if you want to get back in on that. And got a few spots remaining at the end of this roll. If you want to get in, let me know, please. Otherwise, we'll be sending an email out to everyone who could not be here to ask them if they want to participate. Next one up. Always exciting. You never know what you're going to end up with in these 1956 D rolls. Kurt Pierce takes 2 more. Yeah, got, what did I do here? There we go. 1956 D Megrig Tube. This is a E475, going to be $3 per coin. I'm going to start this one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. No, I don't think Frank had 3. You didn't have 3 already. So you want 3 in that roll? Okay, you want 1. Okay, Tim Weber gets 3 here. And then Shinbone for 3. Taco John for 3. Brad Anderson for 3. Dan McCumber for 2. Farm Dog for 1. Dirty Water for 3. Doug Rezak for 2. Matthew Merriman for 1. Jim Fletcher for 3. Ant for 3. Then we got Kurt Pierce for 3. And, okay, Frank wanted 1 on the upper. Let's see, I'll get Frank 1 on the 56 roll. That is all you have on that one. And then about the 1956 D roll, did you want any spots in that one, Frank? I think we got wires crossed in communication here. Waiting for Frank to give me an indication here as to exactly what we're doing regarding him before we move on. Okay, you got one in the 56 plane roll. What about the 56D roll? We've got 2 spots left if you want to take one of those. Or both. Frank, Frank, Frank. Okay, one in the 56D roll. Okay. Sounds good. I appreciate it. We're going to move on now. Reveal E476 is a 1961 D tubed roll. Going to get a coin in that one at $2. Can't do it any cheaper than that. All right, got $2 per coin on this one. We're going to start this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. This is reveal E476 1961D. Tim Weber for 3. Taco John for 3. Shinbone for 3. Farm Dog for 1. Damn it, Cumber for 2. Got Doug Rezak for 2. Brad Anderson for 2. Kurt Pierce for 3. Jim Fletcher for 3. Then we got Matthew Merriman for 1. Got a number of spots left over if anybody wants to participate and take advantage of those remaining spots. Well, I got the hella bad news this afternoon. Took my vehicle in to get some nature-chewed wires replaced on the bottom side of the vehicle. And turns out I needed a lot more than that. And the bill to fix my car is going to be close to $3,000. Holy moly. I never expected that kind of price tag. Need a new water pump with hoses. Might need a new radiator. Needs a new oil sensor. It needs needs an oil change with a new oil filter. It needs a 4-wheel brake job all the way around with new rotors all the way around. Yeah. They also told me the motor mounts are starting to show significant amount of wear, and they're going to have to be replaced at some point, but not anytime real soon. So there's dirty water for 3, and yeah, right. That's a pretty big number. Generally, I'm used to $500, $600, $700 bills to fix a vehicle, but not $3,000. Good Lord, I just that put a few more payments on the vehicle right there. But hey, it is what it is, right? You want to drive. That's what you do to be able to drive. Well, it wasn't an emergency surprise, as in you have to do it right now. I could take the vehicle back without paying them anything, and except for the tests that they ran, and I could drive it the way it is. But yeah, I would rather drive a fully fixed, safe vehicle, because I do a lot of driving cross country to pick up coins and things. So I decided that it's a good idea for me to just go ahead and fix everything and have it good, have it done, completed, finished, right? Well, that's all we've got for tonight. I do appreciate it, folks. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for participating, and always thank you for your patronage to Coppercoins.com. We'll be starting these reveals a little bit later in the week. However, this evening I do have 2 reveals that I still owe from this past week. Been trying to get to them, and they are going to happen here as soon as we finish this show. I'm going to go ahead and start getting prepared and come on for that. So if you want to watch a couple of reveals this evening, we've got 1953S and a 1959 Philadelphia. They'll be coming up here in just a few minutes. So exit here, go back out to the lobby, take a look for the 53S roll, and come join me, and we'll take care of that one. I appreciate it, folks. You guys have a great night. Jackalope said he'll take 4 spots in the 2025 roll. All right, folks, I'll talk to you later. Have a great night.